Silas Kane, Deadwood's coolest man, 1884. Of fearsome notoriety. In 1884, Deadwood was a melting pot of gold, danger, and strange characters. But there was one man who stood out above all others, Silas Kane. He was a cowboy-like figure, with a mustache that was meticulously trimmed every morning, almost like an art form. Silas has a formidable reputation. He can use gentle words to win the heart of any woman, and a single sharp glance to make the fiercest bandits on the frontier tremble with fear until they run down their backs. Everyone knows that his appearance is only a facade. Silas is a true survivor. He had pushed through life through all kinds of hardships, from horseback riding through the dusty desert and scorching heat to hand, and knife fights in saloon brawls filled with the smell of alcohol and tobacco smoke. He had faced people who believed they owned the lives of others, and Silas was always the one who came out unscathed. A clever strategy in the valley. One day a death trap was set. A gang of cattle rustlers, notorious for their ferocity, tried to ambush Silas while he was traveling alone on the outskirts of town. The bandits used the simplest of tactics, lots of bullets and muscle power. They thought that the sheer number would break the handsome man's spirit. They were completely mistaken. When the gunfire began to ring out, Silas did not panic. The calmness on his face was eerie. Instead of shooting blindly, he used the large rocks around him as effective hiding places. He was not only shooting, he was leading them. He shot them one by one with deadly accuracy, showing that he was no ordinary marksman. His final strategy was a spectacular counterattack. He tricked the bandits into following him into a narrow gorge called the Throat of the Serpent. There, the bandits' horses could not keep up with Silas's speed, and they were caught in a trap from which there was no escape. A legacy that lasts. As the sun rose over the valley, Silas Kane stood alone. He was covered in dust and the smell of gunpowder, but unscathed. The surviving bandits had fled in shame and fear. On his neatly trimmed mustache was a faint smile that spoke of victory. He had shown that intelligence, skill, and coolness in danger were worth 100 times more than handsomeness. His story became a popular tale throughout the frontier. On every ranch and in every bar from Deadwood to Cheyenne, the locals talked about this cowboy. Silas Kane, a man whose mustache hid a deadly shot and whose cold eyes could defeat any ambush. He became a legend not only for his impeccable looks but for the razor-sharp instincts that ensured he always rode out safely, leaving danger, cowards, and dust in his wake.